Hi everyone, welcome. It's so good to see you here. Before we dive in, I have a special gift this month for our community. I'm opening just 5 spots for a private 60-minute consultation to help you laser focus on your biggest skin and digestive issues. There's no sales pitch, just pure guidance and support to help you get unstuck. It's a sliding scale session, so anyone can join regardless of budget. If this sounds like something you've been needing, just write yes in the chat or comment below, and I'll personally reach out to you with details. These spots tend to fill out quickly, so if you feel called, please don't hesitate. Alrighty, now let's talk about what's been really confusing for so many of us lately: clean eating, food sensitivities, and why your body sometimes feels like it's been reacting to everything, although you've been eating very clean and trying very hard. Today, I'm gonna share 3 pillars of clear skin. I'd like to more call it more 3 essentials of clear skin because you're not a house, you're not a chair, you're a living, organic, beautiful being. So let's talk about. I want to show you this little diagram here. Can you see it? So it's okay. So these 3 essentials of a clear skin is very important. And the first pillar, the first essential is food, which you probably are aware of at this point, and you probably have done something and you've been eating clean, at least try to eat clean. And as you eat clean, somehow, if you have been eating clean for a long time, your body has gotten more reactive. And so why would that be? If you're whether you've been starting to have, eat clean to an elimination diet for a month, or you've been eating clean for several years, we usually end up at a similar spot that you got some results, but now you're so sensitive to the foods that your body is not very fond of, then you're left with like, why would that be? You have more skin flare-ups, you have more digestive issues, although you're eating very clean, and it's very difficult for you to be in that position. So why would that be? So when I talked to one of our community members recently, she shared that she was diagnosed with her doctor told her that she had gluten sensitivities. So she's been, removing gluten entirely, and it's been really difficult for her to even go out to eat and hang out with her friends because she's really worried about cross contamination. And that's not very uncommon for us who are, who have very sensitive skin or sensitive digestive, sensitivities in digestion. That's a very common story, and that was a story for me as well. So I was if you know my story already, that I was eating very clear for 3.5 years, and yeah, I was able to get off steroids that I relied on for 3 decades, and my skin looked so much better, and I had more energy. But at the same time, I when I ate a cookie, I was in bed for like 2 3 days. Um, so in the course of 3.5 years, so that's a very common story. What what the important part to remember here is that the key point is it's all about your immune system, and your immune system is always learning and always improving. So the core reason that we take out foods or add food that's good for you and take out the food that your body is not very fond of, it's all about inflammation. You probably already know. If you don't know, I'm just gonna give a quick recap, because when your immune system sees something that is foreign or not good for you, it shoots out the inflammatory chemicals to protect you. So that's how when you remove highly inflammatory food, whether it's elimination diet, you're doing paleo or keto, you remove this food and you add something good, your immune system doesn't have to shoot the inflammatory chemicals as much. That's how you see the results on your skin. So that's a good part, right? But here's the thing, your immune system is always learning, just like you. It's always learning. It's not a dead fixed thing, it's a living organic thing. You and your immune system, your nervous system, everything inside of you, just one thing. So if this sounds like you, this is why, because so many people get stuck here, and I was stuck here for 3.5 years. This is why I created something special this month to help few of you to get clarity on your unique situation. If you've been stuck here for years, please don't hesitate to contact me. Write a comment yes below, then I'll personally reach out to you. Um, so why is that? So here is the secret part that many people know about. Um, So here you ate clean, right? There's the food part. So the beauty of where you want to be, the sweet spot is the three essentials: food, emotion, and stress. And the third one is environment and community. This one, blue one, tiny dot here, this is where the sweet spot is. This is where you can get clear skin without recurring problems and get smooth digestion without restrictive diet. Sounds too good to be true? It is true because I've seen it amongst my students and I've done it. And I've been having clear and smooth digestion without any medication for about over 8 years now. So it is doable. So so when you eat the foods and now you saw the power of food. Now you're when you eat something because you get flare-ups, now you've learned that you also have made a connection that, oh wow, when I eat this, I get skin flare-ups. My digestion, like I have to go to the bathroom a lot, or I cannot go to the bathroom, my stomach hurts, or receive, acid reflux, all that. So you get scared of food that you feel that it doesn't work with you. That's part of it. But now you're more scared of it. Now your immune system is slowly learning to be hyper reactive, overreactive. So rather than your immune system being strong and calm and shoots out the inflammatory chemicals when the real threat comes, now you gradually, without your intention, that you taught your immune system, in some sense, you taught your immune system to be overreactive. That's why it gets so confusing. You get stuck there. So, so your emotions and your stress levels are highly important because it's not these are not separate things. Again, it's just a one thing. It's just one you. Your immune system, your inflammatory system, your nerve system, it's all one thing. So what's happening in your mind, it's happening in your body. It's just one thing. So when you get the concept, things will get so much clearer and it'll be so much simpler. It doesn't really have to be so difficult. It can be very, very, very simple. Um, so let's talk about second pillar here. So most of us know, you probably know there's some sort of connection between your stress and your skin flare-ups or your digestive issues. So I started giving guided meditation for clear skin and gut health at Park and Recreations, and I'm volunteering. And the last time when I gave that session, one of the participants was talking about like, oh yeah, before I go to the meetings, I get very nervous and I have to use the bathroom a lot. So there's, you probably are aware there's a connection between your skin flare-ups and gut flare-ups and your stress level. So why emotions and stress are important? Because your stress and emotions are like Ellen Langer, the professor in Harvard who studied mindfulness for 50 years, she put it this way. So, stress is not the event in itself. Stress is the interpretation, your interpretation of the event. So, event itself is not a stress, it's your interpretation. So, where your interpretation comes from is your perception. So your perception is something that you learned since you're born and since you're in your mother's womb, probably. That brain is very developmental. So you gradually learned how to perceive word. So let's talk about this. That okay. So event. So I'm gonna give you an extreme event. So Ellen Lager talks about her house is burned down, like 80% of all belongings are burned, and her house was burned. So event in itself could be stressful, right? But she's stepped back and she's very mindful. She stepped back and she knows, well, what's the point that I get more upset about it? So when she talks about this event, what she remembers is, wow, like she spent a Christmas at a hotel and because her house was burned. And she remembered, she had this sweet memory of the people, she came back from dinner and she went to the hotel room and she saw these gifts on the bed, and these gifts are from the people who are housekeepers who are cleaning the kitchen, and these people got together and made money and put the gifts for her because her house burned down over the right before the Christmas. So this is what she remembers. So this is the perception, this is the interpretation you make of the event. So I know this is more extreme, but the way whatever the event comes, right? So whether a person cutting through the traffic in front of you, whether you walk in the street and this person look at the corner through the corner of your eyes, you notice that this person looks at you in a certain way and your body reacts certain way. So your interpretation, your perception is learned, which means you learn this so you can unlearn. The key is that not understanding it cognitively, because your perception, your emotions are unconscious. It's already in there. So what your immune system responds to, your unconsciousness, your nerve system, endocrine system. So think about this. Think about it this way: how many times you actually think about, okay, like body, like heart needs to pound, like my immune system needs to be strong. How many times do you have to tell your body what to do? Your body just does it for you, right? So all this is running in the background in unconscious. That's why managing, managing your emotions, how to calm yourself down is your key. As you get calmer and stronger, your immune system gets calmer and stronger. And that's why the emotions, learning to how to manage, control your emotions and stress, this is a very, very important part. This is the mastery part. And without addressing this part, no matter how clean you eat, you're probably likely gonna have more hypersensitive immune system, and then it becomes more restrictive. Think about think about why you're doing what you're doing. That's the key point too. You're doing this, you're eating clean, so you can get healthy, right? So you have clear skin and you can have adventure without fear of getting outside, right? And you can eat something and enjoy with your friends without digestive issues. This is why you're doing what you're doing, right? You're not doing this because you're so fearing that you cannot even go out to eat with your friends. But this is what happens to many of this happened to me, and this happened to many of the people, many of my students, and you're stuck there for years being fearful of food, being fearful of fungi, being fearful of all these bugs. This is a telltale of that your immune system is overreactive now. So Again, the mastery of emotion and stress, and that's the part that you can teach yourself because you learn the fear, you can unlearn. That's the key point. If you take anything away to walk away from this, what you're learning is that's the part you can learn. So, which is really good news, right? So if this feels familiar to you, if you're tired of being on guard and being isolated, being afraid to eat out, even having some fun with your friends. And I want to personally help 5 women this month to identify what's really keeping their system stuck. So if you're joining late, don't miss out this special October gift. I'm offering 5 private sessions this month. So say yes for yourself today. Just comment yes or use the link below, and I personally follow up with you. So, we talked about number one, we talked about food. Number two, we talked about emotion and stress. And number three, oh, I forgot. So, if you want to have a quick taste of that, I have a video called how to relieve itch skin naturally, 3 simple steps, and it has over 300 comments, and people are raving about it. It's literally 3 simple steps of breathing technique that you can do to see the power that how it can calm your immune system. But again, this is your only quick tool. You have to address the fundamentals. Just using a tool doesn't address the foundation. That's why you need a guidance and support who understand the foundation, so you can take baby steps, and it is very doable and achievable. All right, so let's talk about talking point three. So the third essential is environment and community. So healing doesn't happen in isolation. You need an environment and community that reminds you, your mind and body, that it's safe and you have the ability to heal because you do. Just like when you eat a piece of carrot, it becomes you. Your body has innate wisdom to heal if you provide the right environment. So right environment includes, so if you think about it, when you're really struggling emotionally, if you're lucky that if you have a friend that you can rely on and that who really cares about you, that you call that person, you like, oh, I feel relieved, right? So that is not only that you feel relieved emotionally, you relieve the emotion works instantly on your immune system and nerve system and the whole your being. It changes the biochemistry like this. That's why you feel better because all your biochemistry has shifted. Your probably muscles have relaxed. That's why you're fully relaxed. You go to the bathroom, right? I don't know. Some of you, if you're a camper, if you sometimes you're not familiar with being in the woods, you go camping. You may not go to the bathroom for days. So that's the connection. So how can you have community, whether and guidance and support, whether it's me or somewhere else, and keep showing up here and be really curious about your body. Your health and well-being is not stuck. There's always room. Your body always wants to heal. So as long as you learn causes of health, if you provide that, your body has ability to heal. So this month, as a gift to our community, I'm offering 5 private 60-minute sessions to help you laser focus on your number one challenge on your skin and gut issues. So there's no sales pitch, just clarity and real support. It's a sliding scale section, so anybody can join. If you like to be considered, just write yes in the chat or go to the link in the description to reach me directly, and I'll follow up with you. It's first come, first served for the first 5 people who respond. So hopefully this video makes sense to you. It's helpful for your journey. Um, if you're watching the replay, you can still write yes in the comments or visit healyourskin.today, healyourskin.today, and I'll personally reach out with details if spots remain. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye now.